Graded stakes racing continues, and it's opening day at the great race place, Santa Anita. It's the traditional Grade 1 Malibu Stakes for 3-year-olds, the final Grade 1 of the year, and a competitive 6-horse field, some of the fastest horses in training. And we'll see if these horses stretch out soon, but today they're going to go 7 furlongs. And I think pace is going to definitely be the key to this race, starting off with the rail horse Collusion Illusion. Some of his better races have been to come off the pace, and today he's going to get a little bit more pace to run into, because we've got a couple of horses that have set fast fractions in shorter races and longer races, and that could be the key to this race. 1,000 Words gonna come back after a couple of disappointing efforts. He disappointed at Pimlico after being scratched with 10 minutes to post before the Kentucky Derby. His best race this year was in the Shared Belief when he picked up the victory, and he could get a good trip in this spot, as you're gonna have some fast fractions being set by Charlatan and also the speedy Nashville. And 1,000 Words, with those long distance races and John Velasquez riding, he could benefit from a pace duel and be able to pick up the piece late. Now, Nashville is the horse that everybody's talking about. He elected not to run in the Breeders' Cup Sprint. He has won the undercard, the Perryville Stakes, and then now he's running here in the Malibu. Got to have a few question marks on a horse like this, though. Only 3 lifetime races. He's been fast all 3 times out. His 108 the last time was accompanied by on a speedy surface that day at Keeneland. And Steve Asmussen does ship in some horses to Santa Anita. Nashville has proven that he can win at 6 and 6.5 furlongs, but those were when he was facing overmatched foes. And he's going to get some more front-running pressure on the front end with a horse like Charlatan. And something just tells me, you know, if they let him go a little bit, maybe he has a chance of wearing this field. But going from 6 to 7 furlongs as just a flat-out sprinter is not always as easy. And a lot of times you want that classy horse at 7 furlongs. Nashville probably going to be the slight favorite over Charlatan in this race, but he's got to prove going 7 furlongs that he can keep on running after he set those wicked fractions the last time out. 21-2, 43-4. Remember, he was on the vets list before the Breeders' Cup that week, so something's a little bit fishy here on, you know, why he only has 3 lifetime races. He's fast, but can he go 7 furlongs? That's the big question mark for Nashville. Now, Charlatan's fast, but he hasn't run since March, and he is by Spacetown as well. Debut blitzed him going 6 furlongs in his debut, then ran a mile and a mile and 1/8. If he elects to go after Nashville, that could set it up for a closer. If he lays just off the pace, he could get a good trip here. Charlatan been working steadily now for almost 2 months, but I'm just not sure if he's going to be a sprinter in 2021 or if he can come back off the bench and fire 100 plus speed rating, which is what it's going to take to win this race. Meanwhile, Express Train, he's another one that could get tripped out. Comes off the turf, goes back to the dirt, lost 2 races back as the big favorite, but he did run a nice speed figure off the bench, a 95 going 7 furlongs. The distance fits. He seems to be fit and should like the turf to dirt transition. Rounding out the field is Independence Hall on the outside. A fast prep at 6.5 furlongs to win this. A long time ago, he was a very fast 2-year-old, and he ran a better than looked race at Tampa Bay when he lost, and then was kind of taken off the trail after a disappointing effort in the Florida Derby. But I think a horse like Independence Hall with Joel Rosario, the truth, riding in this race, could get a good trip along with Express Train. Nashville's got to prove that he can go 7 furlongs in Grade 1 company, and my top selection is going to be Independence Hall. I think he can win this race from off the pace, take advantage of a speed duel, and I'm just not sure Charlatan is ready to fire his best race off the bench. It's a speedy rendition of the Malibu Stakes opening day at Santa Anita.